So my sister and I were talking about Lebanon, right? We were talking about how Lebanon is in West Asia, and it made you think of Afro-Asians, right? Not saying that we're not, but I mean, because we're the Afro-Asian Aborigine, right? We left Asia and we came to the Americas, the land that was promised to us, where we had our ancestors had to defeat the Canaanites that were here. So you have Canaanites that would try to say they're indigenous and it's their land. You had Joshua and them kick a lot of the Canaanites off. Then there was others that made the deals with the princes and stuff like that. So, I know our place. We're the Aborigine. Abba meaning was a Hebrew for father, Abba and stuff. So, as I was thinking about that, I was thinking about Odysseus, right, and the whole region over there near Palestine and the Black Sea and stuff like that. And I'm thinking about Odysseus, and it dawned on me because it was weird. I couldn't figure this out when my wife was pregnant here last. Weirdest name. We were going through all these names, and I thought about Odysseus. And I'm like, I like that name. She's like, no way, no child of mine. I was like, all right. And I couldn't figure out why, though. That whole time, I'm like, man, I like the name Odysseus. And now that we've listened to the video with Dark Man X, the pen and pad ready, where he's explaining the birth certificate, the Arkenstone, the blue stone, the Arkenstone, which is Lord of the Rings. If you watch The Hobbit, I kept telling you before, I thought The Hobbit was like a story kind of for us in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it, but like in a weird way, you think about it. The dwarves, they have their own land, or they march their own land. They find it. They become a great empire, mighty empire. Small representation of greed, right? Especially dragons' greed for gold, and for they greed for that, and they greed for women. So they lose their land first to that wave, to grieve. Why did I say grieve? Greed. Sorry. And then to the magic of the wizards and the warlocks that were used to keep them out, period, for a while until they went to battle and they lost their leader, their king. And then they were dispersed throughout the land, And how many years did they go without a land? How many years did they go without a king? Tell me that story's not familiar. When the signs shown that it was time for them to go back, right before the fall, right before the winter, remember? Right, it was in the fall, right before the winter. They ended up going back, right? And because they had to use the last moon of the last, was that harvest or something like that, to be able to see the writing, to let them know that this is the secret entrance back into your land. I mean, we're supposed to learn the Sabbath. We're also supposed to learn it by the moon, right? Not just the Sabbath day, but also we have examples in what's the Apocryphas about lunar moons. So just there was that, and the secret way in. Think about it. We always talk about Trump's wall, the Jewish wall that they built, the Jewish and Egyptian wall they built to keep people in Africa from coming into the Middle East and into Europe that way. And you got Trump, building his Jewish wall, to keep people in my opinion. I don't believe it's to keep people out. I believe it's to keep us here when they want to round you all up and, But I started thinking about something. How did the Aztecs get in and out of Mexico when Cortez and them, I believe it was Cortez, was going to raid their city the next day, and they got out with their gold, which ticked them off, right? How they move all that stuff. How do they go back to the land of the north, their homeland? Could it be tunnels? Could that be why the United States is borrowing Israeli tunnel equipment to find out where are good spots for tunnels? Just saying. You never know. But getting back to that, I started thinking about Odysseus and all this, about the pen and pad and the birth certificate, the Arkenstone and stuff like that. And I started thinking, hey, wait a minute, Odysseus. Didn't he tell the one-eyed Cyclops that he was nobody? So when he tricked the one-eyed Cyclops and the Cyclops goes to sleep and he pierces his eye with the hot coal and then he flees, right? Didn't he say when the other giants came to him and said, "Hey, who did this to you?" And all the giant could say was nobody. Oh shoot! And now we got the whole nobody owns the corporation. Nobody owns the capital name that they try to pin on you. The corpse that lives. See. And I was like, Odysseus. No, they really smart. But yeah, no, I've been trying to fill out this paperwork, and I just haven't had time to do videos. So this is the one video I can sit down and think of while going through all that, because I guess the whole Florida process is different than what I was expecting. Just trying to get the certificate of live birth and everything like that. So right now I got my the exemplified form. It's the opposite of the apostille form. So that's what I have right now. I'm just doing that, So take care, everybody.